and welcome back to session 17, I believe, of the Return of the Nine. This is Act 2. We are concocting a plan on how to get into a cave that's some feet below us. It's going to be a phenomenal plan. Nothing's going to go wrong, and nobody's going to die except the bad guys.
Precisely.
So I'm game for this plan. And instead of, I guess the only alteration that I would suggest is that instead of sending Ild down there and me jumping to Ild, why don't I just kind of like think Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid at the end of the movie, hold on to Ild's hand and we both jump off the cliff at the same time. And when we're in range, Ild teleports us into the cave.
Isn't that a bit more like Thelma and Louise?
Also, have you forgotten that Ild is literally made of fire?
I was wondering about that.
Maybe I won't actually hold Ild's hand, but metaphorically I will.
If you held a candle and Ild lit the end, would that be like holding hands for fire elementals? Because I think that'd be sweet.
So I am game. I am willing. I'm more than happy to try this out. I've got a good plan on what I'm going to do when I get into that cave.
Yeah, because I am certain that Orion can handle 3 fat orcs.
Yeah.
Or elves, apologies. I don't know what might else be in there, so that is beyond my control, and I do not want to take responsibility for whatever else might be in there. But if it is only these 3, I will provide as much assistance as I can.
Ember, how many times can Ild teleport?
Well, he used to tire himself out when he did it, but now he's learned to control it a little bit better, so he can just keep doing it.
So there's nothing preventing Ild from then leaving, going back up, and the next person jumping off with Ild and teleporting in.
What if Ild can do it again and again, they just teleported 15 feet over and landed on that ledge?
If you land on the ledge, can you climb down into that cave?
It doesn't have the fun effect of like blowing up in the bad guys' faces, but
That's a pretty fun effect.
I'm going for it.
It's a pretty fun effect.
I'm going for it.
Is that ledge big enough to hold us all, or at least a few of us?
Looks like it's about 5 foot far out. Don't know how wide it is from this angle at least.
I'm more concerned with how much weight it appears that it could hold.
It looks like it's about maybe like a foot wide thick. I wouldn't want to stay on it for too long.
You guys can...
I don't know, guys. It appears that it was built by these super obese, basement-dwelling elves. I think it can probably hold us.
I look at Ild. Are you ready?
Ild looks very worried.
Are you ready, Ild?
Good. Make sure you get a fire elemental worried.
I still want to know if this Ring of Featherfall requires attunement.
Oh, that's a question for the DM.
Yeah, most magic items do, yes.
Okay, how long does it take to attune?
Usually if you sleep on it.
Ah, never mind then.
It's like at least an hour. I forget. I mean, you can always test it by like putting it on and then hopping up and down, seeing if it works.
Ild, 5, 4, 3. Frederick, Ember, get ready to blast them with ranged attacks. You two, Regali. 2, 1, and I jump.
Did you at least wait for Ild?
He counted down.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Ild will try it, but he is not confident in his...
He can do it.
I think Ild should actually go first since he flies, and I think he flies at 30 feet, and I'm not sure how quickly you're going to be falling.
It's too late. I've already said I jumped.
I mean,
It's true.
Ild's going to try and teleport Orion to that ledge because I can't see.
I want in the cave.
I can't see in the cave.
If you lay down here, you can see without their feet.
Yeah.
That means you can see where he needs. You just gotta get just that location.
I'm gonna teleport you to ledge first, and then try and see the cave.
Okay.
That's probably a better idea, honestly.
Fine. Okay. I
Ild's
guess-
actually
I imagine
more...
like Orion landing on the ledge and stomping his feet and going, "No, I want to be in the cave."
And then it cracks and
And-
just falls.
Actually, if the ledge is too far, Ild will just teleport you back up to where we are.
All right. So Orion,
Yes.
how much of a run up are you going to have?
I don't know, about 10 feet.
So you're going to run 10 feet. You're going to jump and try to make it to.
I'm just gonna jump. I'm not necessarily concerned with making it anywhere. I'm relying on Ild to teleport me to. I guess Ild is gonna teleport me to the ledge first. So I'm not necessarily concerned with trying to jump and make it. I'm just letting Ild.
Just trying to jump within 15
It's more
feet
of a leap of faith than like a leap with a goal in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me 2 difficult terrain. So athletics.
Athletics. Ooh, athletics is good for me. The first one is a 23. The second one is a 24.
Okay. So you jump off the ledge. You looks like you might make the ledge. And then as you start to fall faster, it looks like you might be able to make it if your fingernails stay intact. And at this point, Ember, what are you going to do with Ild?
I'm going to have Ild teleport him to the ledge.
By doing what?
His teleport ability.
So,
Dinner time. And
Yeah.
I am willing.
all right. So usually dinner time is not a moving object. Right?
This is true, which is why Ild was very worried.
No, that's fine. I don't really get the mechanics of teleportation. I assume it's all fine.
I mean, in theory it should work, but I was not wanting to test it with someone jumping off a cliff. Apparently Orion was...
I have all.
It's the
All
only
in on
way
that.
of really knowing.
Okay.
This
So
is how friendship works. This is like when your friend gets a circular saw for Christmas and you're like, "Oh great, you can build me this complicated bookshelf that I saw on the internet."
Ild's
I
fly
thought you were
spe-
going to say it's when your friend gets a circular saw for Christmas and you're like, oh great, he's going to lose all of his fingers.
Ild's fly speed is 20 or 30.
It's 30.
It's 30.
Yeah,
His fly speed is 30.
correct.
And his dexterity is what?
I think it's 14. Just double check. His dexterity is 14.
All right. What is his ranged weapon attack? It should be a plus something to hit.
It's a +6 to hit. It's the same as my spell attack.
All right. Roll the d20, add 6.
Ah, 14.
Okay. Ild made it to the falling Orion. Now what do you want him to do?
Teleport him safely to the ledge.
Okay. And then there's supposed to be some kind of thunderclap.
Yes, but it's only 5 feet around him, so it won't actually hurt anyone, but it will alert everyone.
Okay. Now,
Probably.
Ild hovers, correct?
Yes, Ild does hover.
Okay, so Ild stays as this ledge crumbles under the weight.
Next chatter, Orion.
Oh, that's good to know. Also, with that crumbling and with Ild there, I'll be able to see the cave mouth now.
Orion has one shot to make a dexterity saving throw and grab one of these iron spikes in the wall as he falls.
Easy.
20, 30.
Easy.
Say that out loud, Frederick.
What'd you get?
12.
12 is not enough. 3d6 fall damage.
How long does it take for the ledge to crumble? Is it 6 seconds?
What do you mean?
He wants to know if Ild can save him.
Does the ledge like crumble immediately, or does it take a few seconds to break?
Well,
Enough for Ild to attempt again.
This is
It
why
falls-
I want to go in the cave.
Well, how many actions does Ild get in a turn?
Just one.
That's why he asked if it takes 6 seconds.
I'm asking, is there another turn where Ild can attempt to do something else?
There will be, but after Orion takes 15 points of damage from falling.
Okay. That's what I thought.
15.
Yep. I rolled a 6, and a 3.
And this is why when your friends are talking about jumping off cliffs, just say no.
No, I would like a correction to that statement. My original plan was for him to land on that much more stable piece where their bad guys were.
I
Your
could
idea,
not see that.
And
if you lay down here, get real low, and kind
I
of hang
can't
off
see in
this
the dark.
cliff,
and
Frederick.
that's where I wanted to go as well.
Well, with getting Orion, you would have been able to see it.
because it would have been down there. So it just would have been some very specific timing.
That's all right.
He jumped before Ild went down there.
Also true. I will not lay the blame solely on Ild or you. He was a little bit early.
Hindsight, I should have had Ild teleport back up here.
You may, of course, roll for initiative because these things are now throwing javelins up at Frederick and down at Orion.
Okay.
At least we split their attention.
Yes.
How many javelins do they have? We just
Hey.
wait till it run out?
Are you going to ask him?
How many javelins do you have?
18 for initiative.
19.
Ember's
By
19?
1.
Frederick?
13.
Regali?
Also 13.
Mm,
Frederick, you can go first.
you want Frederick first?
Yes.
I'll put Frederick in 14.
Okay. I'll accept this.
Boom! On his tailbone goes Orion, who's used to falling. So he shakes most of that off. At the bottom here, it is a garbage heap of bones.
Lovely.
Ooh.
This seems to be like some kind of carelessly, they're munching and they throw the bone over on this side.
Okay. What is it? Stone underneath bone?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Looks like
if you
bronze.
wanted to start throwing rocks, you certainly could do that.
Okay.
If you wanted to take cover behind the stalagmites, you could definitely do that.
Well, could I move forward 5 feet so that they don't have an angle at me?
You are correct, sir. You can
Okay.
do that as well. However, it is black, dark, inky black darkness here.
Yep.
Okay. Ember, you are first. What would you like to do?
Of course he had to do this. Can I actually see Orion, or is he too far down?
Can you see him? What is Ild casting? Dim light at how far?
I don't think it actually says how far Ild casts light, but he is made of fire.
Well, I'm just going to assume it's a torch. What's a torch?
30 feet.
I think it's like
30,
10
isn't
feet
it?
bright, 10 feet dim, so like 20 feet total.
So, no, you can't actually make out Orion down there.
Great.
You
Well,
can now see the
Orion's
cave entrance like perfectly clearly if you wanted to have to be able to just teleport in the middle of those guys and be obnoxious and on fire and stuff.
A
He's
torch.
good at that.
A torch provides 20-foot bright light, 20 feet dim light.
Yeah, so you're beyond that.
Does Orion have light down there?
No, he didn't. Did you jump with your lantern?
No,
I didn't think so.
I've got torches in my backpack if I want to take one out.
Okay. I'll just firebolt that first one. This firebolt is awesome.
Okay,
I thought each of those squares was 5 feet.
they are.
So 20 foot bright and then 20 foot dim beyond that. He'd be dimly
10
lit.
foot bright, 10 foot dim.
I
20
thought
foot
Orion
total.
said 20.
20.
20 total, right?
You should,
No, I
be,
thought Orion.
you should be able to see me in dim light. It's 20 feet
Yeah.
of bright light followed by 20 feet of dim light.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Ember's way up here. The light source is here.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm fine.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do this anyways. So I do the firebolt on the first one for 1 fire damage. And then I will have Ild float down towards Orion and also shoot that one as he passes by.
Where do you want him?
As close to Orion as he can get. And he'll do his attack. Ooh, 24 to hit. And 4 damage. Again to the first one as he passes by.
Ryan.
Yes.
Ild just kind of flutters down next to you.
Ild can only teleport 15 feet.
Correct.
Yeah.
He can do it more often now, but it's not quite as useful. And it's literally just short.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move under that ledge so they don't have an angle on me. And then I'm going to yell up towards Ember, throw your ladder down.
That's actually what I was thinking about doing first. Why I asked if I could see him. I didn't want to toss it into complete darkness.
Yep.
Okay. Suddenly, the javelin throwing fat guys are no longer in the mouth of the cave.
Ooh.
Frederick.
Well, I do have another idea.
Not again.
This one is slightly more reliable.
Does it involve someone else jumping off the cliff?
Why, yes, it does. Frederick will stand up, straighten the coat, and essentially just kind of like step off the ledge.
Do you want to take the ladder with you so Ryan can at least pillage it off your corpse?
Ooh, sure. I'll take it, and as I'm falling, I will look toward the cave and cast Misty Step and teleport right into that cave entrance.
Shadow touch. It's cool. If your friends all jumped off a cliff, would you jump too?
Only if you had a way of not dying.
This is the question that Ember and I must ask ourselves.
This is true.
Now, to be fair, it's not all your friends, just half of them.
Over half.
Oh yeah, Ild's down there too, but Ild can fly.
No,
That
even
does-
if Ill doesn't count, like 2 out of 3, it's still over half.
Oh, you're not friends with yourself?
No! That's not how friendship works.
You
And
want?
I just thought of a reliable way Ember could jump down to.
Do you want to go the full 30, or do you just want to be on the edge of the?
Just the edge. And then, yeah, I'll have the ladder, so when I have the ability to, I would like to drop it down to where Orion is.
Okay, if you're going to drop the ladder, not extend the ladder, right?
Right, because I think if I was to extend it, that's like a full action and all that. But if I was just to drop it down to him, he could set it up down there.
Okay.
Plus, the ladder's only 15 feet.
Yeah, so it wouldn't even reach.
Would just clatter awkwardly. Might even get damaged.
Unfortunately, Frederick, you have
If-
surprised them, but there are actually 3 regular doe orc elf things and 1 very large barbaric woman here.
Ooh.
Rogali.
Yes. I'm not a crazy person, so I would like to climb down the iron pegs, please.
You'd like to what?
Climb down the iron pegs. In fact, before I do that, I'm going to tie a rope to the top of the thing to like have his extra security.
So you're going to tie a rope.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to climb down using the iron pegs as handholds. And if I slip, I will still have a rope.
I don't understand.
The
Seems
one
awfully
person
safe.
doing a sane thing.
This makes no sense to me.
I'm confused. Wait. You're taking precautions.
What's this whole rope thing?
These ropes that we all have in our pack, that we
Well, that's-
literally spent a morning buying more rope because we were like, rope is useful in dungeons. We should each have rope.
Oh, I just
You know,
use it for
I believe
decoration.
I said, hey, we could use rope, and then Orion
Jumped off.
jumped off the cliff.
All right. What's your
With
climb
no
speed?
rope.
My climb speed,
Yep.
that's like half my walking speed, right?
So 15.
15.
So 15.
Okay.
Technically, she has no climb speed.
Technically.
My climb lack of speed, you mean? 15.
Can you do
Frederick has surprised and absolutely ticked off
Aha!
all 4 of them, but only 2 of them get shots. And I rolled a 2 and a 4, which is not going
Yay.
to cut it.
Boom, boom.
The enraged woman, however, bashes everybody off to the side, and she's coming at you with a, do you know what a give gisarm is?
I don't
No.
think I do.
But I'd like to.
Do you have a picture?
So this
Oh.
is what it looks like.
Okay, I see.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, all right, back to the action. So the fat lady has one of these.
Ugh. Terrible.
Oh, Frederick.
What'd you get?
She got a 19, so 24.
Ooh, ouch. A hit?
Well, here's the thing. She wants to drive you off the cliff.
Oh, that's fair. I
That's
understand.
what I was afraid of.
So with her pole arm and you having to dodge, I'm going to give you this one chance
Okay.
to dodge the actual blade part, grab the shaft, and hang on for dear life.
Certainly.
Nice.
Good luck.
Just hope she doesn't let it go.
What do I need to roll?
Do you really want to know?
I mean, this seems like a fairly acrobatic thing. Maybe, you know what? Maybe this is an intimidation thing.
Is it possible for us to cut back to Frederick saying what could possibly go wrong?
This is either
I got down here fine.
either strength or dexterity based. Which one are you better at?
I would prefer dexterity.
All right, let's do sleight of hand.
Okay. Okay. I can take that. Always in these instances, that's when the issues happen. That's when the issues happen.
Remember, Frederick, it's not over until the fat lady sings.
Well, she's yelling at me.
What'd you get?
8.
There's 6 points of fall damage, and so 2d6 fall damage as Frederick. I don't know if you're going to scream or not, but Orion,
Yeah.
your best friend is coming at you rather quickly.
Can
I
I?
know.
Lawrence, I expect 2 Wilhelm screams in this episode.
Can I use my reaction to try to mitigate his fall?
No. Frederick,
I tried.
there's
I will not scream because I did kind of see this coming.
Frederick, 5 points of damage.
Oh.
Wouldn't happen if you guys were using ropes.
It's raining, friends.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Now, unfortunately, she is not fond of her Giavgias arm, and she throws it at you, and you are prone.
Who, me?
She does not get advantage because it is normally a melee weapon. She's using it in a ranged attack. So
I think if you're prone, it's actually disadvantage. for
I agree
ranged.
with you. All right, here we go. She's that ticked off at you for landing on her ledge. And she rolls a 15 and a natural 20.
Oh,
Ouch.
So you are missed because, no wait,
Boom.
she's at a +3 with this thing to throw. So it's 18 total.
That's my armor class.
So she does get you
At least it's
And-
not the natural 20.
with
Yeah.
her strength bonus
No,
added.
would it not? Did she get 2 attacks? Or would the push not have
She
been
gets 3 attacks
her? Ooh. Okay. Never mind. Carry
in
on.
this enraged state. Now, she rolled a 9 plus 4, so 13 damage.
Okay. Done. Ow. I'm all right. I'm all right.
I can make it. I can hack it.
Slowly drag myself underneath the ledge.
Frederick. Then Regali,
do have that.
who is halfway, or not even halfway.
Not even halfway.
And back to Ember on top of the ledge watching. I guess at this point you're waiting for Regali to fall.
yeah. Also, at this point, I'm debating on whether I want to do sane action or attempt number 3 of doing something cool and stupid. Quick question: how wide is like the tunnel they're in? monster things.
So it would be 5 by 5 by 5. Kind of like a rounded.
5 by 5. Okay, so there's... Let's put it to a vote. Smart or stupid?
It's your turn, man. You got to make the decision.
I say stupid.
I say smart.
Well, this whole night's been stupid, so.
Damn it. Okay. Stupid it is. All right, quick question. Wild shape. I can't turn into something with a flying speed, but does a flying squirrel count?
You mean gliding?
Yes.
I'm going to say no.
Okay. I'm turning into a flying squirrel. I'm going to glide down there.
Okay. Using your wild shape, you suddenly have a lot more skin between your arms and your legs.
Yay.
You jump, and you do have a glide ability. Now, if you would like to land here, I can have you roll for it, or you can just go to the bottom with no roll whatsoever.
I want to try and go there.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Now, if you make DC 15 or better, I'll have you land here on one of these iron pegs. But DC 10 to 14, you can land here. Anything else? And you jump here, briefly touch the wall, and then glide the rest of the way down.
Okay.
So there's no danger. Let's see how your dice react. Natural 20.
It's a natural 14.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what the dexterity skill of a squirrel is, but I'm assuming it's
It's up there.
something.
Okay, so you are dangling on the middle peg.
Can I then climb along the wall into the tunnel with them?
You can, but right now you have the advantage. They have no idea that you are there. So it's up to you what you want to do. But currently, all of her rage is focused on Frederick.
Okay, I might pause there a second since I've already used my action, but I do still have a bonus action, which means I can command Ild to, I guess, float up and shoot at that angry hag.
Where do you want him?
Yeah, right there's good.
Okay. Go ahead and fire.
Especially since the Andrea Hag doesn't currently have anything to throw at him.
That's a nat 1.
Okay. So roll me a D8.
Join the club, Bills.
If you get a 1, 2, or 3 on a D8, that squirrel's in trouble.
Uh-oh. I got a 6.
Okay, you're fine. Into the wall, and then briefly sparks, and then dies out.
Ild's very confused.
Orion,
Yes.
you've been left in the dark as Ild floated up. You hear this unearthly, wet screaming as Frederick falls. It wasn't him doing the screaming. And then you see this pole arm just come slashing down at him.
I'm going to dart out where Frederick is, pick up like a femur or something, and throw that as an improvised weapon at the large lady.
Whip it.
Whip it.
Okay. Just out of the corner of your
Say
eye.
hello to my whippet.
Just out of the corner of your eye, because Ild is right next to this squirrel that seems to be hanging from one of those metal pegs right above her head.
Yep.
She has turned around, and she is currently getting more things to throw at you guys.
Excellent.
Go ahead and see if you hit her.
Ooh, I have a ranged attack here. 15.
That does hit her.
Okay. So it's an improvised weapon. That's not going to do much, but hey, every little bit counts. It's 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I still have plenty of movement left, and I'd like to move back under the ledge, and I'd like to drag Frederick with me.
Not a problem. All right.
And then I look at Frederick and say, see, this is working out exactly how you thought it was going to.
It's working
Yeah,
out how I
yeah.
thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was hoping that you'd. Well, yeah.
Rogali.
Keep climbing. Idiots. All
No,
flippin' idiots.
no. Rogali.
Yes.
Your armor class is 13.
Yes.
Okay. So this javelin comes slinging out of the darkness right at you.
Mm.
And it hits you.
Mm-hmm.
So would you like to let go, take the fall damage, or take the javelin damage?
Javelin damage.
2.
Good choice.
You chose wisely.
You have chosen wisely. Frederick, it is your turn as Orion
Sure.
helps you up and underneath the ledge.
You are the only one that is choosing wisely.
This is fine. Oh,
Ugh. Stupid idiots.
reach into one of my satchels and
Don't
pull
don't
out.
worry, Squirrel Ember has a plan.
Well, I got stuff. You don't have to worry yourself about me. Pulls out a potion of cure wounds.
I mean, not to help Frederick, you're beyond help.
Yeah, that's probably true. And I'll down that potion.
Might
Take
as
a
well
nice
give you
little, take a nice little ship. It's a potion of cure wounds. So I don't know if I know cure wounds does a D8. But I
Do you
don't
want
know.
me to roll it or you?
Oh, I can roll it if you like. 6. Are there any pluses associated with it?
Plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Ooh. That's actually going to be.
I'm joking. It's a potion.
What's
One-
the
1d8
spellcasting ability
d6.
modifier of the potion?
Yeah, exactly. So you are down 7. You have 21 left, correct?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
No, I was. I'm up to 16 now. Because I went down to 10.
Didn't you just heal for 6?
Yeah, I had 10. So
I
heal for
believe
6.
you had 13.
I'll take that gladly.
When not to argue with the DM.
My math for hit points usually doesn't match with this either, but
Rogali,
more than not, it works out in our favor.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I'd like to keep climbing down my rope. And my iron pegs.
Okay. Let's see. The squirrel hasn't revealed herself, so
Aren't they all coming up to that edge?
well, they're taking turns throwing. And
Excellent.
Rogali, would you like the fall damage or the javelin damage?
Javelins, please.
Just one of them for 1 point. You have chosen wisely. And that's 2 and 3. She's going to scream and jump,
Oh, that ruins my plan.
taking 2d6. She is enraged. I rolled a 1 and a 2 for damage.
Dang it. She does parkour on the weekends.
Oh,
Ember, what would you like to do?
Squirrel Ember face palms. Her plan is completely ruined by everyone jumping off cliffs today. I gotta rethink for a second. My plan, by the way, for those at home, was Thunder Wave. Which would have been fantastic, but
I mean, you also have a fire elemental that can teleport into a group of bad guys standing on the edge of a cliff and explode at their backs, but, you know, whatever.
this is true, but it can't move them. Okay, so those guys moved up. All right. Can I sneak in between them? Or behind them is Squirrel.
You're going to hit the floor and scramble behind them, or you're going to try and clutch to the ceiling and get away with them not noticing you?
Clutch to the ceiling, try and get behind them.
What is the climb
50.
speed of the squirrel?
I assume it's 30.
So 15 would put you 5, 10, 15 right on top of flat-blind elf guy number 3.
Sure, as long as I can get behind him.
But it is difficult terrain. You would be rolling at disadvantage.
Sure, I'll try it.
Really? Okay.
What am I rolling? Stealth or...
It wouldn't be stealth because there's enough screaming and yelling going on that your little claw scratches on rock aren't going to be noticed.
Right.
What you're doing is trying to cling to the ceiling.
Okay, well, I got a nat 20 and an 8.
Okay. So you are here clinging to the ceiling, and evidently nobody has seen you yet.
Cool.
But what you do see is these last 3 guys that are up here have javelins, and they keep trading places, taking pot shots at Regali as she scrambles down her rope/spike ladder.
It's okay. This is exactly where I want to see.
Okay.
Or where I want to be. Bonus action. Revert back to Furbolg form. Hopefully landing on my feet. And then...
I'll give you that. However, how tall are you?
like about 7 feet, I believe.
Would you like to be on your knees or just doubled over, bent at the waist?
I'll be squatted down.
Okay.
That's fine.
There you go.
And then as my actual action, I want to Thunder Wave.
Okay.
6'10" is Ember's height, by the way. Which is a 15-foot cube originating at where I am. So it will hit all 3 of those.
nice.
So they have to make a con save, I believe.
Uh-oh. I think roll20.net just went down.
Where is my D8?
D&D Beyond? Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, what level spell slot are you using?
We'll just do first level.
Con save for these guys is... What's my DC?
It's my DC, so 14.
None of them made it.
None of them made it? Awesome.
None.
So they all take 10 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet directly away from me.
Nice.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
Oh, I love
Yeah, I
it.
was hoping to get the big one with this, but I'll take
Well,
all the
I'm
little
worried
ones.
about it landing on Orion and Frederick.
No, this is
We're underneath.
They're safe underneath me.
Are
If-
they going to land on the big fat lady and incur more damage?
Or on those stalagmites and incur more damage on themselves.
You want to roll the 2d6 fall damage, or you want me to do it?
I got 2 square. 9.
And
Nine-
for the other
nine.
guy?
Oh. 10.
Nice.
Well done.
Very good.
And then
Does she also take damage from the cat
that's what
landing
I'm
on-
checking. She looked up when she heard the thunder and makes her dexterity
Okay.
saving throw to dodge.
Aw.
However, those two are dead. Okay.
Is it at least distracting for her needing to dodge a falling ally?
Ember, do you have any other things you want to do?
No, because I had to use my bonus action to transform back.
Orion,
Yes.
you just saw these two bodies hit.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to burn 1 Moxie point to do brace up. Because I know this is going to be a knockdown fight. And I am going to gain 10 temporary hit points. So I crack my knuckles and then run towards her and do a kind of a leaping Superman punch right into her face. For, let's see, does a 19 hit?
It does.
And that is a total of 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Frederick,
All right. Well, seeing you run off and do your cool thing, and all right. So I'll charge up next to her and kind of do a slice to her side.
okay, so we'll put this from the vertical to the horizontal. Okay.
All right.
You mean they're not hanging in midair fighting like in all the kung fu movies?
Surely, not everyone was kung fu fighting.
9 to hit.
9 is not enough. As she grabs your sword and yanks it out of your hand. I'm kidding. Joke. Hands full.
It wouldn't be a big deal because I think I can just have it appear right back in my hand.
I believe that's true. Regali, this is not happening right next to you. That's happening
Right.
down here.
I'm going to keep climbing down, but when I get about parallel with that stalagmite, I like to push away from the wall so that I can kind of balance on top of it.
What?
Yes. Because I have a rope.
Is that even possible?
Yes.
I want to use the rope and balance on the side instead of the spiky top.
Interesting.
Lots of those things are pretty rounded.
Okay, you're on.
And then I will throw one of my knives at the ugly lady. It's okay if I can't do that with an action after I already did that complicated move. It's okay. Up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to say, are you sure you don't want to just hit the floor?
Can I just use my bonus action to do vicious mockery at her then?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man. Your friends there must be glad that they're dead. They don't have to look at your ugly mug anymore.
And you hear this roar. As she fails with a 3.
She takes 3 psychic damage.
Golly is harsh.
I also look like super cool right now.
Yeah.
Back up to Ember.
We'll say an unexplained wind has come through the cavern, and
Yeah.
your hair and your robes and your dresses are flapping
There's-
in the wind.
I mean, there's probably an after effect of the thunder wave. All right, I did look super cool, but now I'm probably not gonna look super cool because I have to like squeeze through that tunnel.
Which way do you want to
Punched
go?
I want to go towards the guy at the edge,
Okay.
and I would like to attempt to shove him off the edge.
Okay.
So that's just strength. Ooh, unnatural 20 for strength to shove that guy off.
Does this count as peer pressure, trying to get him to jump off the cliff after you guys all did it and his buddies all did it?
18.
Aha!
Would you like to roll the fall damage?
Sure.
Because I rolled a 4 and a 1.
I also rolled a 4 and a 1.
He was destined.
It indeed was destined. And then I guess I will just have I will have Ild shoot at the big one.
There's a lot of goo down here.
Does a 10 hit?
It does not.
Okay. I am done then.
Orion.
Yes. I will attempt to punch it twice in its ugly face. And my lowest roll is a 15. I got a 15 and a 16.
Damage.
Ooh, I like that, max. 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I've got.
Frederick.
I will try again to slash. Ooh, natural 18.
Damage.
Let's see here.
It's always cooler when it's natural.
No, 11 damage.
Okay. So with that, she will topple and fall forward, trying to grab on to Orion as she falls, and her eyes roll up in the back of her head.
Ooh, hands off, lady. Hands off.
She's still breathing. She just seems to be unconscious.
Oh.
So
Finishing blows?
I will slam the heel of my boot down onto her head.
gross.
Yes.
Never leave it up to him.
She has not washed in quite some time.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ember.
Yes.
Actually, it's Regali. What would you like to do stuck up on your little stalagmite?
Well, I'm not looking forward to climbing over all those dead bodies. I'd like to see if I can push off the stalagmite and swing up towards Ember.
What? No way.
Reach out my
The
hand. Ember.
stalagmite snaps when you
Okay.
push off, and now you didn't get anywhere near close enough to where you needed to be, and you're
That's fair.
hurtling back toward the wall with metal spikes looking at you in the face,
Okay.
albeit the rounded end. And you roll a dexterity save.
$15.
I'm sorry.
15.
and catch yourself so that you're standing there, one hand on the rope, one foot on a peg, and you're just looking at your comrades like, that's how you do it. We're out of initiative. Frederick looks around, and this is what he sees. This pile of rock seems to have been broken, cut, mined, pickaxed, and then thrown here.
Can you move the screen a little bit more to the left? Thank you.
This is a rope bridge.
Ropes, useful stuff.
The ropes aren't that nice.
Speaking of, I'll toss my rope down to Regali.
And Ember doesn't think it will hold her.
Oh.
Regali, snap this one off. Are you going to just climb the rest of the way down?
Yeah.
Are you going to climb up and get your rope first, or?
No, I'll
Use
leave
the-
it there in case we need it when we come back.
Okay.
You and your good ideas.
All right. And this is a good stopping point for Act 2.